here at this shocking video of the Cape Coral Yacht Club. This was actually taken back a few months right after Hurricane Ian, and it really helped us get perspective on just the massive amount of damage that area dealt during the storm.
And if you're watching Fox 4 News at 5, we showed you this. This was video we took just earlier today from the Sky Fox. Still a lot of damage, but progress slowly being made there. And that is why we sent Fox 4 anchor Chris Earl out there today as part of our dedication to check in on communities still rebuilding after the storm.
And not a lot of differences between those two videos. Chris is now live outside the fenced off part on Driftwood Parkway. And Chris, this drone video really shows us why crews will be busy for quite some time.
Yeah, it definitely does, Nadine. Good evening, Nadine and Shari. And the Cape Coral Yacht Club means so much to so many people and has for decades. And for anyone who wants to venture down here into South Cape, just off of Driftwood Parkway, they are met with some of the signs that say no trespassing or beach closed. A reminder that the Cape Coral Yacht Club, it's all fenced off. Can't get inside of it. And here's why. We'll take a look from our Sky Fox drone now. As a note, this video is from last week, but we'll start about 100 feet above where I would be standing for right now. When I did record this, as those empty slips, as crews have removed most of the boats, sharp contrast to what we saw back in early October when we were out here with the drone. And on the far left of your screen, damage to the tennis courts. Also tree damage at the bottom of the screen on the right. But there were excavators out there, even within the hour, working on some of that debris in the southern part of this. Now a look at the beach itself, closed for months, of course, after Hurricane Ian. But here's what it looks like this month, the force of Ian taking out the pier, similar to what we saw at the pier at Fort Myers Beach. Then to the tip of the pier, the boathouse, Tiki Bar and Grill, the very definition of a gathering point here in Cape Coral. So much damage, but also so many dumpsters now surrounding the property, because you can see the work starting to get done there. But to get a real sense of what the damage looks like for people who live along here, you can see along the Caloosahatchee, there's one homeowner on Dolphin Drive who took us into a backyard where we can see pool cages, piers, other property damage from the high wind and high water from Ian.
You know, if you take a look at next door, you know, it's totally blown out. It's just empty, you know, it's just a shell. I mean, the cage is all twisted, the pool is a mess, but the whole of the house is blown through, you know, so it's just a shell now. If, you know, if we live to see the next one, we're lucky, aren't we?
Yeah, exactly. Trying to keep some good humor with this, but we will leave you with this lower shot from our Sky Fox, about 20-25 feet off the ground, to show really the emptiness in the water after those crews did take out so many of those boats that took on so much damage. It was really, as you noted, a really shocking video that came out in the days after Hurricane Ian hit. So what's the next step? Well, the Cape Coral City Council retreat will be meeting 9 a.m. on Thursday, and on the agenda, we'll be looking at the next steps for the Yacht Club. Now, there was a few years ago something that did pass, which provided money for various parks, including the Yacht Club, for renovation. But this is now far more than a renovation, definitely a rebuilding project, as the dynamic, of course, has definitely changed. And coming up tonight at 6:30, we'll also take another look at some of the damage from around here. But it has been a very sharp contrast going back from October to now. Even though it's fenced off, you can see the work getting done. Reporting live in Cape Coral, Chris Earl, Fox 4.